What's up, guys? You're probably gonna see like an influx of me in your, if you can't tell, of me on your TV, your phone. These videos because I have not made any in a very long time, and I've just had a lot of things I need to talk about that videos and stuff, and so this video is probably going to be composed of two things, if not definitely one thing. So let's start off with for sure the one thing I know it's going to be about bipolar. And just me in general, I just want to be upfront honest with you guys because I come on here and tell you guys to be honest and tell the truth and not to wear a mask. So this is very important. Most people know this, by the way, so this is not like a shock or news to many people, but some people, they don't know. I got a comment on a video yesterday, which I can completely understand why this person would ask this. By the way, they're a fan. They've subscribed, commented very positive, nice, kind things on videos. This was not rude at all. By the way, I didn't take it any type of way. Brought up bipolarism, asked if I'd been diagnosed with it or got it checked out, got basically that. And I was like, I'm not bipolar, trust me. And the reason I know this is because I personally myself used to think I was bipolar to some degree. Just because I would have so many conflicting feelings about things. But I have went to so many different counselors and psychologists and doctors that have told me that you're not bipolar. So I will tell you though, and what brings this up for me about the mask off thing is the reason this person believes this about me, and this is I owe some of you guys an apology that don't know this or understand this about me. Sometimes I put on an act and play a character to a degree. When I'm talking shit and I'm like being egotistical and arrogant, dude, I'm putting on an act. Just being honest. Most people know this though. About, most of you guys that have watched me, and especially if you've been a long time subscriber, because me and a group of people used to put on works and acts all the time, and we got so many people believing it wasn't even funny. So maybe I am an actor to a degree. I've admitted this, but only in that sense. Now I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you some of that's real. That's my real raw emotions and feelings at the time. I will pinpoint for you exactly what's real and what's some bullshit. If I'm talking about my family or certain things that have happened in my life and I get hostile or aggressive or I lose my shit for a minute, that's real. Everything else pretty much is just some bullshit. So, and I'm sorry if anyone feels misled by that. This right here is me. This is the real me. Calm, down to earth, chill. This is the me you see in the vast majority of those videos. Now, this me right here, I'm gonna come for you motherfuckers because you shouldn't have been talking that shit, and I know exactly what you've done, and it's a fucking act. That this right here, I'm the best that ever did this shit. You guys don't understand it. Blah 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 blah. That's an act. I don't know anything. I know nothing. So, I'm sorry if anyone feels. I want to be very sincere about this too. I don't want anyone that has watched my videos to feel misled or anything, because I stand behind the vast majority of everything I say and everything I've said. All the motivational stuff, all the insights, all the realizations, all the spiritual, religious, all that is solid. I stand behind it. But it also doesn't do me any favors, honestly, to put on the act, because I do come across looking bipolar. So I'm going to. But that video, you woke up a monster, that was real at the time. That was how I was feeling in that moment. So, like, I need you guys to understand that was some real shit. Most of the time, I go back and unlist videos if I think I've went overboard with something, but I left that one up because it was some real shit. How I was really feeling at the time, and so you gotta have a little bit of fun. However, I'm not. However, I'm very sorry if anyone feels misled or anyone feels any type of way about that. I just kind of figured it was known. I've kind of mentioned it in the past before, so. But I can't assume everyone's watched all my videos. That's a problem. So. But I'm going to end this. No, I'm not. Let's talk about bipolar for a moment, shall we? Everyone technically has bipolar tendencies and traits, meaning you will have conflicting feelings and views on certain things, and you can have and emotions on these. Now, to be truly bipolar, it would be like me sitting here talking to you like this, and then the next second I'm fucking mad as hell, and then the next minute I'm crying, and then the next minute I'm happy. Doesn't have to be to that large of a degree, but for you know. So, this will lead me into mental illness. I do believe mental illness is a problem. I also believe, though, that there's a lot of misconceptions about mental illness, and people, not this person that commented this, by the way, but let's just say the world as a whole, or not as a whole, but the world you see portrayed to you, the Matrix as a whole, is so quick to put labels on people and put them in. Oh, they're on the spectrum. They got ADHD. They got ADD. They're autistic. They're bipolar. They're depressed. I mean, let's give them some pills. It's ridiculous. Connect with God. Follow Christ, and your mental illnesses will vanish. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying this about severe things. I'm just saying for your average, normal, run-of-the-mill person. Okay? So I need to just make that clear for reasons. So, yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. Listen, and I'll tell you, too, before I end this, why I kept going back to that character over and over, because it was like nobody wanted to see Blake anymore. They wanted to see the Reaper. So, you have to see it from my point of view when I just come on here sometimes and talk normal and try to be kind and just be myself for the most part. And at times, me just being me got me shitloads of views. But for the most part, just this version of me didn't get a lot of views. And when I put the Reaper on and I started talking that shit a little bit, everybody loved it. Everybody loved that little cockiness. Everybody loved the arrogance. I had a little cult following. So, yeah, I'm done playing a character though, guys. So if you're watching me because will you still hear me talk shit from time to time? Probably, because it's fun. But if you're watching me, if you're only watching me for that character and for that arrogance and that cockiness and expecting me to talk some shit, you may not want to watch me anymore, because I'm just being honest with you. It's not in my best interest to do that anymore. And it's honestly, it wouldn't be in your best interest to believe that about me. So, again, truly sorry if I have offended anyone. I'm truly sorry if anyone feels deceived by this. But it was an act for the most part. It was a character I played. So, but again, I can't make this clear, dude. More clear. Some of that was real shit. Like that, again, I keep going back to this video. You made a monster. You woke up a monster. Because that was real at the time. So, you see, I made a character based on I made a character based on me, just blew it way out of proportion. It wasn't really... It's not like it was completely fake and made up, but it was like it was over-exaggerated and brought... I hope this makes sense to you, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to end it there, though, and I'm going to bring back something that I have not said in a very, very long time. It's a game of form and the play of life. I'm you talking to you. And this is what we do. We create illusions. We tell stories. Then we realize we're telling stories that goes along with the illusion that creates the reality. And then you snap out of it. And then the real fun begins. So, hey,